everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Neyah Visions, and in this channel we are going to do today a pick a card about, is your manifestation going to come through? So I am sure a lot of you guys might have a manifestation that is really dear to your heart and you really want a straightforward answer to whether or not this manifestation is going to come true. Now this could be about career, about love. We are going to see what the tarot is going to show us, and obviously this is a general reading. Private readings are down below, so fit the message where it needs to fit, keeping in mind that this is general. And I want you guys to focus and really concentrate on your question. Like, if you can, close your eyes and really see your manifestation in your third eye, in the middle of your forehead, before you choose the pile, so you're sure that you're choosing the right pile. Okay, and then when you're ready, I want you guys to concentrate and choose between pile number 1, which is the aquamarine stone over here. Hopefully it's going to focus at some point. I don't understand like why these cameras don't focus, like, I swear. So this is pile number 1. Then we have pile number 2, which is the clear quartz. And then pile number 3, it's the €1 coin. Okay. Perfect. There you go. So pause the video if you need, and you're going to find the timestamps in the comment section down below, as well as in the info box. And let's get started with it. So, okay, I hope you guys chose your pile, and now let's get started. For those of you who chose the aquamarine crystal, is your manifestation, whatever that is that you want, going to come true or not? So what are we going to do? It's very easy. We have the oracle cards over here as a clarifier, but before we start, I want to shuffle the tarot and see what is your current situation. It's going to take a minute. Don't click off. Don't worry about it. I need the tarot in order to understand better your situation. So let's see the situation of pile number 1. Is their manifestation coming true? Why are they asking this question? What's up with pile number 1? So I am seeing number 3. So for some of you, this manifestation has to do with career, or has to do with your creativity, or maybe perhaps into finding some creative solutions about something. Maybe you are going to be required to think out of the box, and I'm seeing you very closely related to Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the protector of communicators. You could have a YouTube channel as well, or maybe you are a singer or a writer or an author. Definitely Gabriel comes very often either for matters of love, or matters where there is no communication, or matters of career that are intertwined with communication at large. So that's something that I am seeing. Now let's see what the tarot. Okay, so we do have the 9 of Swords as a first card, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 9 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But before, let's talk about the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords tells me that you are in a space right now where you feel like heavily burdened. You feel that you cannot sleep at night. And if you're watching this video by the time that I'm posting it, I'm with you guys. Since Jupiter came into the sign of Pisces, you could be a Pisces or have heavy placement in Pisces, for instance. I can't sleep either, and I wake up all the time, every single day at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you might go into something similar, or if not, you probably have very vivid dreams, if not even nightmares, or you generally have anxiety about this manifestation. Now, we could talk about for hours about the reason why having anxiety is not going to necessarily helping you out in getting this manifestation soon, but at the current moment, there must be a reason why you feel so frustrated and anxious, probably because nothing is coming about. You feel empty. You feel that maybe this will never come. Maybe this is not meant for me. But having this self-doubt is what is preventing your manifestation to come. As I said in my other channel, already, Alchemy, where I talk about spirituality and law of attraction, the more that you're going to feel that something is impossible, the more it's going to become impossible, because in actuality, for the universe, there is nothing that it's impossible to manifest. You can literally manifest everything that you want, and I'm not just saying it. It's a tangible reality, because to be honest, we just live in a matrix. Like, whether you want to accept that or not, that's a different story for a different video, but this is the truth. So right now, with the 9 of Swords in the present moment, I'm sorry because I'm super straightforward as a reader, but you know, I see that you're very, like, you're losing hope. You're losing hope on getting this manifestation for some reason. I mean, the reason is because it didn't come yet, which is totally understandable. But, you know, I feel that maybe the universe is also testing your faith at this time. Like, how bad do you want it? How much faith do you have in this thing? Because, you know, you can fail millions of times, and people of success do fail millions of times, but the difference between someone that actually fails and someone that succeeds is that the person that succeeds doesn't give up at failures and has a very strong faith that there is no shadow of a doubt that that thing is gonna get manifested. And you do have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, which does indicate that you're a very stubborn person perhaps, or you're someone that has the potential to really multiply the coins and be a master of pentacles. Now, this very much seems like a very strong career-oriented reading, but it could be also about love, because if it is about love, I feel that first and foremost, the Divine Mother is with you, because the Queen of Pentacles talks about motherhood and talks about nurturing yourself. It talks about the Divine Mother, the aspects of the Divine Mother. And the Queen of Pentacles, I feel, represents your necessity to ground yourself and realize that you have everything that it takes to make this manifestation coming true. And it's not going to be meant to be only if you don't want it to be. I hope I'm makes some sense, because with this energy of groundness, with the Nine of Swords, it's almost like you have everything that it takes in order to multiply the coins, in order to get what you want. But you need to start nurturing yourself. Perhaps this situation has given you so much anxiety that you're not sleeping very well, you're not drinking enough water, you're not exercising, you're not working, you're not doing things for you. And so it's very important that, hard as it is, you shift your focus back on self-care with the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see another energy for you, my loves. So pile number one and their manifestation. Pile number one and their manifestation. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands talks about heavy burdens. Like, it's been a while that you wanted to manifest this thing and you feel that it's been forever and it's just not coming. It's just not coming. But it's almost like you're building this resistance over and over and over again. Like every 5 minutes almost, you're building this resistance, and the universe is letting you know you need to stop. Like, you need to let it go. You really need to weigh down your burdens, because let's say that it doesn't happen. Maybe something better happens, but you cannot stay in this energy of, I feel so bad about myself because this is the only manifestation that didn't come for me. Like, you really need to start thinking about yourself a little bit more. Now, I need more clarifiers in order to understand from the After Tarot, what is the situation really about? What is the situation really about? Because this is a very heavy energy. You feel weighted down. You feel that you have been waiting forever, because also the Queen of Pentacles gives me the impression of someone that is staring at that one coin. I know she's the queen, but she's staring at that one coin and she doesn't see the abundance of her empire. She doesn't see it happening. She sees only the present moment, indicating from those two cards, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, sorry, that the present moment for you, pile number one, is affirming the fact that it's not coming yet, and therefore this is the only thing that you're seeing. This is the only thing that you're paying attention to, that you don't have it yet. And obviously this is doing what? Building resistance. And I'm not necessarily saying that this is an easy thing to do, to think about something else, but to be honest with you, it's the only thing that you can do. The only thing that you can do if you cannot imagine that this thing is gonna come true is to shift your focus, is to do something else, is to apply self-care and nurture yourself, because is there any other thing to do apart from torturing your mind, which is not gonna help you out anyway, even psychologically speaking. Let's see, what is the situation all about, Spirit? What is the situation all about? The Star card. For many of you, it's going to be about your divine purpose, because the star to me always represents the North Node in an astrology chart. It represents the direction of our soul. It represents where we're heading in life and wish fulfillments. Maybe for you, this manifestation that you have asked for, regardless of what it is something that you feel you can't live without, with the Star card. Now, like I said, for many of you, will have to do with your divine divine purpose, why you came here in this existence. Like, if it is so, it's that you cannot figure it out. You cannot figure it out. You're like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. Tell me, universe, why I'm here. And maybe you cannot even find your passion because you're so stuck. Maybe you have recently lost a job and you need a transition into a new community, a new place in your life, and you just don't know what to do. But with the star card, it tells us that very soon you're going to bask into the light of spirit. That very soon this manifestation can come true, but you really have to, because this is the after tarot, so you have to let go of the heavy burdens. And the star card is coming into clarification for the 9 of Swords. So also that tells me that instead of getting worried, you should imagine the outcome. And I talk about in my new channel already, Alchemy, this a lot of times, like virtual reality. You need to apply positive visualization and imagination, because imagination is another form of affirmation for your mind. So when you're playing some music and you imagine yourself basking in your manifestation and being happy about it, your brain doesn't really understand whether or not that experience it's like outside of yourself or is inside yourself. Because for the brain, for the limbic brain, there is no difference between the two experiences, because in actuality, even spiritually speaking, every experience it's inside of us. So instead of worrying, if you want to get this thing faster, you should imagine that it's already here, but not in a way where you are imagining you're like, oh, what a bummer, I don't have it right now. You have to do it in a way where it's fun. Like I told you, put some music on, and like seeing a movie, you're there and you're having fun, and all the things that you want are already there. If you do that, you will help yourself, not even mentioning that you will feel better. Now, many people stop themselves into doing that because they think that doing that is delusional, doing this virtual reality, but it's really not. This is how you crack your matrix. Under the Queen of Pentacles, we do have the 8 of Cups. So like I said, disappointment, maybe you lost a job, you walked away from a situation, or maybe if this is about love, someone is ignoring you, have walked away from a situation, has blocked you, or anything that is making you feel that the cups are empty. It's almost like you're looking right now at the present moment, because these two cards are very, very similar to each other. We see two women, regardless of your gender, looking at what they have in the present moment. One is looking at one pentacle only, and the other is looking at that cup and seeing how empty that cup is, and she's thirsty. However you want to put it, this is the same scenario. You're looking at what you have in the present moment, and you're seeing that the manifestation is not there yet. And so you're not basking into the imagination of what could be, and you're not allowing the universe to deliver what you want. Knight of Wands, very auspicious for the future, because if you will let go and focus back on your passion, on what makes you happy, on that self-care that we were talking about before, actually I am seeing, pile number 1, that your manifestation can come true super fast. The Knight of Wands could be passionate messages, passionate good news, a new job offer, new opportunities entering your life, depending on what manifestation you want. Either is about life, career, love, you know. So is your manifestation gonna come true? We will have to see the oracles, but from right now, what I can tell you is, if you will continue worry, if you will continue seeing that that person has left you, or that job has left you, and in the present moment everything sucks and you're so sad, the manifestation is not going to come. Like, I'm sorry to be straightforward, but this is what I'm seeing. But if you let go of that heavy burden, decide to snap back into, your positive self, or at least a healthier version of yourself, this manifestation could come really rapidly. So for the moment, from what I'm seeing from the cards, I could say it's up to you, which is kind of a bummer because you definitely don't want to hear that. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 5 of Swords, because right now you're losing. Bottom of the deck, Death card over here. Right now, you're losing and you need to transform. You need to end this suffering cycle. Now, the aquamarine stone, in fact, that you chose represents divine purpose. And usually I do advise wearing this particular aquamarine when you need to find your purpose. So perhaps, yet again, you need to find a new place, a new career, something that really makes you passionate. And the more you're going to spiral into this negative vortex, the more you're reinforcing that, and you're not realizing that whatever it is in your career that needs to change, or your divine purpose that you want to find, you're not going to find it in the eyes of the past, and neither in the eyes of the future. You're going to find it in the eyes of the present. You're going to find it in the visions of the future. And those visions are the ones that are going to lead you to take those inspired action, and boom, you will be there. So it's really up to you. Now, let me see the other cards. We do also have not the right time. So maybe pile number one, you're really stressing out about finding this manifestation, finding this solution, this creative outburst for some others of you, but it's really not the time. This is a time where you really need to focus on you and focus on just taking care of yourself. Now, if it is a relationship that we are talking about, think about this. If you want to manifest a relationship or a person back into your life, whatever situation you might be dealing with, you're not going to do it with this vibration of negativity, because even though this person might have walked away or might have blocked you or whatever the hell has happened, sorry the expression, by the way, this person is connected with you, but not just because it could be a soulmate or whatever. We are all connected to each other. So people can pick up your desperation. People can pick up your energy. And if you are at home, not sleeping and feeling bad, maybe, God forbid, post stuff on social media about it, like, they can pick it up, even if they're not looking at your stuff and your profile is private or they blocked you, whatever. But vibrationally, they can pick up on your desperation, and it's just like one bad thing adds up to another in terms of vibration. So you need to realize that this, in the present moment, by the time that you're watching this video, it's not the right time. Does that mean that the right time won't come? No, it will come. But this is also a great lesson for you to understand that you are the creator of this reality. And so you need to let go when it's time to let go, because it's not by forcing manifestation that manifestation come. It's actually by letting them go. Unfortunate as it is, I didn't make the rule. So we also do have unfinished symphony. So it could be that you're so stubborn about getting this manifestation because you feel that maybe if this is a relationship, you need to say some other things. You feel that the breakup or the walking away was abrupt and you didn't have the chance to explain yourself or to even have a chance in this relationship. If it is about career, you feel bitter about the fact that you feel that you could have done so much more for this job, or you could have done so much more for your life. You feel somehow so attached to this manifestation because without it, you feel incomplete. And it reminds me of the song of the Backstreet Boys, Incomplete. So if you want to listen to it, or maybe you have been listening to that song for a while. But see, I think that with the symphony incomplete, yet again, you're only reinforcing the fact that you don't have it yet. And I'm not saying that this is a no, your manifestation is not going to come. I actually think that it's going to come, if you want my honest opinion. But I think, if I have to be honest, pile number one, that you're doing everything not to make it come to you because of this vibration. Like, you need to trust that if it's not happening right now, there is a gigantic reason for that, because everything has a reason. And I could give you millions of examples. Like, what can I give you? I don't know. Like, I always wanted to manifest a lot of subscribers on this channel. It never happened. And then I let it go. And now the channel is growing like without me doing anything. And I think that it didn't come back then because I was in a similar state of vibration. I was forcing things to happen. And on top of that, I think that I wasn't ready. Like, I was not this on. I was always honest, but I think I needed to grow. I needed to grow the way I read tarot and be less, unapologetic. I needed to become more myself. And right now that, like, I don't give a damn anymore, not of the channel, but like, I'm being myself, and you see, I'm very honest, straightforward, raw with my readings. Like, the views are just going up and up and up, and I'm not really doing anything. So that's just an example of being in a state of resistance when you want to manifest something, but then when you let it go, you realize the bigger plan, and you realize, oh yeah, now I get it. It wasn't the right time for that thing to happen. It just wasn't. I needed time to grow. And I know that you guys don't want to hear that, and you probably will click off this video, but you need to find trust in the universe that everything is fine. Trust me when I say this, pile number one. Everything, it's fine. Star card, everything will be fine. You will have, this is a 10. You will have your resolution. But for the moment, you need to think about yourself and end a cycle that it's not serving you, okay? And we have also the card of retreat from the Angel of Romance, which tells me that if it is about romance, I do see separation, not communication for some reason. And it's not by giving a desperate vibe that you're gonna get this person back or you're gonna get a new lover back. You know, in order to get lovers, whoever this person is, X, not X, it doesn't really matter, someone you don't know, you need to become a magnet to love. Like, people are so vibrational. You guys don't even understand. Like, when you are in alignment with your soul and you're doing your thing and you're happy and you're in this vortex, you're gaining momentum. Wherever you go, you become magnetic. And I see people that are not conventionally pretty doing that. People that look like models. It doesn't matter the way you look. It doesn't matter how you dress. It doesn't matter how money you have. None of these things matters if you understand vibration. So this is a time for you to snap back. Sorry to say, trigger alert, have a reality check on what you're doing with your vibration and realize, I need to do a bath. I need to take care of myself. I need to really love myself. I need to stop moaning with my friends about the fact that I don't have it. I need to stop talking about the fact that I don't have it, even in my own mind. I need to accept that everything is going fine, and I need to rebuild from scratch my own persona. This is how you're going to have resolution. This is how you are going to become the Knight of Wands and go after what you want and be victorious about it. Or get that text message or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Become a magnet. You're not a magnet when you are in this lower state where, oh, I don't have it and it's not gonna come and this person has left me and it's never happening and why the universe and you just go on and on about it. It's like, don't love yourself, retreat, disconnect from the world. If you need to delete social media for a while, do that. Just read some books, get back into your healthy space, and trust me, you will have it. You will have your manifestation. In fact, we do have the card of the Sun popping up for you, my love. So pile number one, the Sun is the most positive card of the deck. And it tells you that you need to get back to your light. You just need to get back to your light. I'm telling you, this is not a no. I'm not saying that your manifestation is not going to come. Your manifestation, it's coming. It will come. But not now in the present moment, because this vibration needs to be realigned. And how you realign it? By retreated self-care and gaining back your light. If you'll do this, you'll become a magnet to it. And I will say, the sooner you do it, the sooner you'll have it. So if you do it today, in a matter of weeks, this manifestation could come true. If you do it in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, this manifestation will come true. It's a matter of how much consistent you will be into gaining back your light and focusing on yourself back. Because you have been too focused on not having it. Then we do have the study card. So the study card tells me that this could be about career, very, very much. Or it could be about an exam. It could be about scholarship. Definitely student involved. Or it could be that you need to, maybe you love studying, for instance. You love to read. You love to see even this type of videos, pickle cards and spiritual videos, but you have been neglecting yourself for a while because you were too focused on watching, like, when is it gonna come, or things like that. And pile number one, you need to clear your mind and become stronger, and just read. Just read things that make you passionate. Also, for example, if your manifestation is about having a sign in order to understand your life purpose, you're not gonna understand your life purpose by suffering or by torturing your mind and asking, what is it? What is it? What is it? You're only going to find out by studying, by trying different things, by, you know, I found my own purpose by chance, honestly, which is about doing tarot and spiritual stuff, apparently. And you know, it just happened. And it happened because I followed what I was interested in. And sometimes I didn't even know if I was interested in that. But the more I was studying, the more I was exploring different paths, the more I was discovering lost parts of myself. So now it's an endless discovery. Like, I like palmistry and I like tarot, and I found witches' runes, which we are about to use in a second. So go back to yourself, pile number one. Especially if you're inquiring about love, darling, go back to yourself. You're such an awesome human being. You're such an awesome soul. You're full of light. You're super intelligent. You need to go back to your interest. Because in case you want to attract someone new or a lover or whoever that is, they are attracted to you because you are wise and you are interesting and you're different. But now you're not really behaving like yourself, and they can feel that. And maybe this is why the blockage or whatever, the walking away, the breakup has happened, because you're not acting like yourself. You need to snap back into yourself. Go back to your awesome light, and you'll see that this manifestation will come true. So it's up to you. Now let's use the Witch's Rune, which is some runes that I found in my favorite store here in Milano. And let's see, what is your symbol? What is your symbol, pile number one? What is your symbol? I want to take this one. Wow, it is, it could be for some of you, it is about relationship. This is Triskele. So if you guys wanted like an advice for relationship, this is your sign. This is the sign that you have been asking the universe. This rune talks about romanticism, talks about love and relationship at large, talks about deep emotional bonds, harmony, and your twin flame or your soulmate. So I want you to know, guys, that you need to get back to yourself. You need to get your shit well back together, because you're awesome. And if you are inquiring about, will I ever find love? Yes, there is a soulmate, twin flame coming to you. But it's not going to come with this vibration. Right now, it's not the right time. It will come at the right time. You need to grow, evolve, and go back to who you really are and what you're passionate about. If we're talking about a separation of some sort, like I said, a blockage, not communication, whatever it could be, this person is coming back. Not necessarily sure they're coming back with a solid offer initially, but when they will come back, you need to be ready for them. You need to be fabulous. So right now, not fabulous. You need to work on that. But not because you're not already fabulous, but because you have been feeding a little bit this desperate vibe. Sorry to say, but you can snap back, and they like your mind. If this is about a specific person, they like your mind. They like the fact that you have intelligence. So you need to bank on this, okay? And also with the incomplete symphony, they also know that this is an incomplete symphony. So give them time. They will come back. If this is about career, we need another rune. So let's get it, okay? I'm so sorry that I'm so straightforward, but it's just what I do. Okay, I want this one. The moon, how beautiful. So guys, you are governed by the moon. So you could be a Cancer, or you could be a water sign, or you could be a psychic, have a strong intuition, whatever it could be. The moon also next to the relationship thing could be that you're dreaming about this person, sorry, oh my God, my legs. This person is dreaming about you and feeling quite upset about it. They're never gonna tell you, but they are dreaming about you. And in matters of career, it is about creativity. Either is about spirituality or psychic abilities, or it is about creativity. Whatever it is, There are changes gonna happen for you. And these changes are going to be long-term. They are arriving, they're coming. You are transitioning from one job, one career, one position to another. Right now, you're not able to see it because the moon is not as clear as the sun, but the changes are happening on a subtle level energetically in the background. There are some hidden things that you're not able to see, and they're very much intertwined with creativity, feminine energy, and imagination. So with the moon, you guys, even if you're lost, like you perceive yourself to be lost, you don't know what is your purpose, you need to start envisioning what you want to experience. Like I said, with that virtual reality and having fun with that. Also, if you want to manifest a person or whatever the other situation that we talked about, or both, let's say career and love, both, okay? Start doing that. Start focusing, regathering your energy, studying, focusing on yourself, having fun, taking a bath, I don't know, go to the hairdresser, pampering yourself while you are wildly imagining and basking in the emotion of seeing those visions in your mind profoundly of you having those things that you want. If you'll do this, I promise, this is my promise to you, pile number one, you will have it. And you will be so happy about this. But it's up to you. You need to start doing the work. So this is my answer for you, pile number one, in regards, is my manifestation going to come true? Okay, my love? So I hope I wasn't too harsh on you guys. And if you guys want a private reading with me, the link is down below. And I'm going to move ahead for those of you guys who choose pile number two. Thank you so much, pile number one. I love you. Pile number two, what's up? So we do have your oracle cards over here. We're going to look at them in a minute. But before, let's shuffle the cards together. Don't worry, it's going to take super fast, so don't skip. And we're going, because I need your energy, okay? I need your energy. Think about your manifestation and let's see whether or not your manifestation is going to come true for you, my loves. I am seeing number two. For some of you, this is about matters of love. With number two, friendship, relationship, business partnership, potentially 10 of cups, very much about love. So we're gonna see, take only what resonates with you. If you feel that the pile is not resonated, you can even choose another one. So don't worry. Or maybe one question is about career, the other is about love, so you could choose even two piles, okay? So let's see, my loves, what's up with you guys. Let's see what is your situation, your current energy, spirit. Pile number two. The current energy. Oh, Knight of Wands. I love that. So I just want to say immediately, even though it's too premature, that your manifestation is coming. And I think that pile number two, whatever this is, you don't even know how fast this is coming. But Knight of Wands is passionate. It's like, you know, my way or the highway. Not only that, I'm super passionate. I want to now. Come on and let's meet you. You know, kind of thing. Even with your manifestation, even with the energy, like let's say it's a job and you really, really want a job and you have been waiting and you don't know. And then all of a sudden you receive that phone call and they're like, we need to sign the contract. You need to be there tomorrow. You know, that kind of energy. So we love that. We love to start like this. Let's see what else. You could be also a fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries. You could be very passionate, very committed to your goals. And if you, because you have been so committed, it could be that that's why the manifestation is gonna come true. Now, it could be also with the Knight of Wands that you have been rushing a bit too much, whether this is a relationship or a career, you want it really, really fast. And the universe with this Five of Wands in the reverse is trying to tell you, slow down, because you're going too fast. Now, the Five of Wands typically, and I have a e-course, by the way, if you want to learn tarot with me and how to manifest also with tarot and change your destiny, it's down below. But the Five of Wands typically is a card that tells us about conflict, gossiping, and competition, okay? But because it's in the reversed, I do perceive that it's a lesser negative effect. So if it is a job that you're inquiring about, you could have a bit of competition, okay? And you might know that. You might be afraid that, oh my God, what if this job is taken, or it's gonna be taken from another person that has more experiences, it's better than me. And I think that for the moment we could say, that actually you're better than your competition. If it is about love instead, and I'm sorry, I gotta give both examples because this is a general reading. If it is love, I think that there was a conflict that you think was disastrous in your mind, like words must have fallen, like, you know, I can't say them on YouTube, but words have come out and you guys have argued and you feel it's over, or it's dramatic and you wish they could just contact you back immediately. Or if you want to manifest new love, you feel that there's so much competition that why would they notice you? So fit the message where it needs to fit, really. But the truth is in the reverse. So it's not true. If it is a conflict that you guys had, it's not as dramatic as you think. If it is a bit, but not as dramatic as you think. So put things into perspective. And if you think that there's so much competition and you'll never find that person, no, darling, this is not true. A person is there for you. So shift the perspective a little bit, pile number 2. Don't be overly dramatic. Let's see what else. This could be even friendship, or maybe the fact 5 of Wands in the reversed. Don't talk about it with your friends. I feel that you have talked, if you have been talking about it with your friends, they have understood you, but then they kind of don't for some reason. Maybe you have talked about it too much. And so it's a time that you keep it to yourself with this 5 of Wands in the reverse. Death card, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio or a Gemini Lovers card at the bottom of the deck. Talking about love, there was an ending, there was a fight that you think that's it. It's over. And right now, in the present moment, it's actually over because words have been spread and they have hurt the other person. The other person is taking the time to transform because felt deeply hurt about what you said. But the Death card, it's not just about ending. Lover's card at the bottom of the deck. It's transforming and there is a new dawn coming. So potentially there could be a new beginning and maybe that's the manifestation that you want. Now, in matters of career, I feel that a decision will be made soon and is a decision that will end up transforming your life. Now, let's see in what way with the After Tarot. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Don't beg. If you want anyone to come back or anything like that, that's your manifestation. Because you guys ask me about love a lot in private readings. Do not beg. Death card, do not like beggars. For the Death card, for the death, everyone is the same. So you just have to remain in your power. Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands. You feel someone is being hurted over here. Maybe you have been taking like, I don't know, like a lot of actions and you didn't see anything in return necessarily. Or maybe you have done a lot of job interviews and you're just feeling this energy that you have competition. But what the 9 of Wands in the After Tarot wants to tell you is that you're not alone. You're not alone. And I think that the situation is not as dramatic as you think. Now, it could be about relationship very much because I see a person that you are wounded or this person is hurted by you and you're just standing there waiting for them. Or it could be the opposite. It could be that actually this person does understand you're hurt and will come back saying, I get it. Now, in matters of career, like I said, I think that you just have to give yourself a bit of time and not building resistance by having more patience. But let's clarify the 5 of Wands, Spirit, please. Let's clarify the 5 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Change, it's coming. Good fortune and luck. Release of karmic cycles. Learning lessons. And great. This is great. Death card, Wheel of Fortune. There was an ending. There is transformation. Guys, I feel that honestly, you don't know what it's coming, but your manifestation, it's coming. This is a card that in my humble opinion, it's very much governed by Uranus. So you could be a Taurus because right now Uranus is in Taurus, but the pick a card that are timeless. So I feel that your manifestation is gonna come when you least expect it because there are some things that needs to happen behind the scene. And if we are dealing with a person, a friend, or a lover, this person is in need of time and space in order to heal and transform, because right now they're too wounded. They're passionate about you. They want to move forward with you, but they're too wounded. And so they can't do it. They know in their heart that they cannot do it right now. And if it is about career, there are some paperwork, so some things that this company or the things that you want, a business, whatever it is, there are some things that need to transform. They are not quite fixed yet. That's what I'm seeing. They're changing and they are in need to transform. So we could give millions of examples. Maybe you want to manifest an opportunity, you want to become a singer, and right now there is the pandemic. Like, there are some things, I don't know, whatever it could be your desire, pile number 2. Get me what I'm saying. There are some things within the universe that needs to happen so the situation can transform, and then out of the blue, you'll get it. So I hope I'm making some sense, because you guys I can give millions of examples, but the general reading is the time needs to be right. It's going to happen. For most of you, it's going to be faster than what you think. So let it go completely, because it's going to happen when you don't expect it with the Wheel of Fortune. And also the Wheel of Fortune hits home because it talks about destiny. So it's very much for me and karma and things that are meant to happen. So have trust that this manifestation, it's meant to happen for you. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles, talking about building solid foundations for yourself. Let's clarify the Death card, please. Spirit, clarify. Ooh, told ya. Hey, Wands, shooting the arrow and getting your manifestation. So the universe is sending you this manifestation. It's coming. Like I'm telling you, I saw it from the Knight of Wands energy. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles, which I personally interpret as a gift coming from the universe or an offer from someone. 6 of Pentacles could be a job offer for those of you interested in career, promotion, whatever it is that you want to manifest. It's a blessing, okay? 8 of Wands, it is about how committed you are also to these blessings and how much faith you have in the universe. Lover's card at the bottom of this other deck, indicating that if it is about love, we're talking about someone that wants to come to you, depending on your situation. They want to come with clear communication, passionate communication. They feel a connection with the Wheel of Fortune. Could be a connection that it's karmic, that it's past life related. They want to come back once they have transformed and healed and had their space. They resolved some conflict and wounds, and when they will come back, they will rush back into your life. So yet again, take it as it resonates. If it is about a job, like all of a sudden you don't hear anything from this job, you don't hear anything, like your business is not going, whatever it could be, okay? And then all of a sudden, boom, you get the offer. You get the offer once the energy is properly transformed, okay? Now, let's clarify through the cards. I mean, you chose the clear quartz, right? So the clear quartz is all about clearing. It's all about, I use personally the clear quartz to purify my decks. So it is all about this energy of there is a need to purify the energy before this manifestation can come into fruition. Okay, comment down below. Let me know if I'm making sense. And there you go. There you go. Watch this. Watch it. Yes. I love it. I love when I can give positive response to people. It just makes my freaking day. Yes, your manifestation is coming, right? You got it. You got that it's coming. Just hold on tight. You could be an Aries, because Aries are like super fast moving forward. If we are talking about love, you could have a Venus in Aries, for instance. So you want to have it now. It will come. It won't come as fast as you want, but it will come. You need to give the energy. Maybe it's not even the other person necessarily, or the job, or whatever it is. It's just the energy needs to get transformed. We got the sun and the moon, so we could talk about some connection, very important connection, or maybe this is a very important period in your life, but don't have doubts that this is a yes. Whatever it is that you have thought about, that you want to manifest, is a yes, okay? Now, the sun and the moon also reminds me of the solar eclipse that we're going to have, the lunar eclipse that we had. See, the energies are not stable right now. Especially if you're watching this video by the time that I'm posting it. Otherwise, just toss that advice out. But the energies right now, I feel psychically that they are trying to balance themselves out, just like the sun and the moon, like the seasons, okay? So you need to give the energies of the universe the time to deliver this manifestation. And it's gonna come. It's like boom. When it comes, like, you need to be ready. So my suggestion to you, pile number 2, is that you rest right now. Don't obsess about it. Take a bath. I don't know why I'm obsessed with baths, but I love them. Go to the swimming pool, and if you can, I don't know. Water seems very important for you, and just relax. Just relax and rest, because once you're going to have this job, once you're going to have this person, whatever it's going to be for you, it's going to be fast and it's going to be passionate, and you're not going to have time to rest later, okay? Now, why am I also saying that it's coming? Because we do have the card of you are ready. I'm ready to go. And I know that you're ready because your first card was the Knight of Wands, which is like, I'm ready. If it comes today, I don't need to rest. I'm on it. No, you do. You do need to rest, because if I feel that whatever it is that you want to do is something really important for you. If it is a person, is someone so passionate with all these wands and the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands over here. This person, if it is about a specific person, they are confused right now. No way. Look at that. I'm going to take this card. Lover's card. Okay. We put it over here. 7 of Cups. King of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. We talked about this before. Queen of Wands. See? The Lovers. Match made in heaven. But these are the Queen and the Kings of the Wands. So, like a bomb, okay? So passion. You need to be ready. If we are talking about a specific person, if we're talking about a career, you need to be ready, because you are going to have to do a lot of work. Death card, 7 of Swords. If we're talking about an individual, this person might have some secrets, some things that they need to clear out before they come to you. Or they might be in a phase of their life when they're realizing who really are their real friends. So even if you don't know this person, you're trying to manifest love, they're not ready, because they're getting a reality check about the shady stuff that have been happening around them. And so they need to go through this process of transformation, ending certain people, ending certain behaviors, and then they will be ready for you, regardless if you know them or not. If it is about a career, they need to go, like if you have applied for a job, they need to go through other job interviews. They need to see the competition, and then they will get back to you. And you just can't do anything about it. You just have to wait. Hermit card, Ace of Cups. So just take time to follow your intuition and, go deep inside your water. Also transform. If it is a relationship, you want to be ready for it. You don't want to take your past burdens or karma within this new relationship. So work on that as well, and everything will be fine. And Ace of Pentacles, I can go on forever if you want me to. Ace of Pentacles and High Priestess. It's going to be fine. I think that internally, pile number 2, whatever you have asked for, you know in your heart that it's going to come. So you need to rest assured. And I can go on forever. I can tell you. 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups. There is a higher commitment, contract, business partnership, promotions, love, twin flames, soulmates. It's like, this is good. This is really, really good. And if it is a specific person, they want to come with a really, really, really solid offer. If it is a job, they really, really come with a solid offer. I need to start making more specific pick-up cards, because otherwise I just give millions of examples to people. Please comment down below. Let me know your stories. And on top of that, I also have the card of trust from the angel of romance. So this is specifically about love, but obviously can be applied to everything since it's about trust. So the situation is calling you to have faith. You need to have faith that the universe has listened to you. But moreover, I think that you need to respect someone's space because they need this time to transform with this death card twice. Again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces, I'm seeing, or a Sag or a Leo. Or if it is about career, you need to trust that they have taken you into consideration and there is some paperwork to do, but eventually the answer will be yes. So there you go. If it is about an independent job or business, let's say, will I ever get famous? Will I ever succeed? I don't know. Whatever might have been your question, yes. Should you obsess about it? No. Should you trust that you will? Yes. Got it. Okay. Then we also have the 11, the climax card. So you could be seeing a lot of 1111 recently. Those are signs that yes, indeed, your manifestation is going to come. And with the climax, it's like I am seeing this woman flying in this, like with these birds, and the person comes back at her like she's saying, hey, come on, let's have fun, and you know, let's build the climax and the momentum. And this person is a tiny bit behind. It's coming, but it's a tiny bit behind. So like I said, you could be ready for this manifestation, but especially if this manifestation involves another individual, this individual is not quite ready yet, but it's not going to be even that delayed. They will be ready. So you just need to give them that space, or that job is not quite ready yet, but soon enough it will be. Then we also do have the confidence, and by earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light and burner higher. So snap back into your confidence, my love, pile number 2, you'll have it. This is a clear, straightforward, super yes. So why are you even worried about it? And you're like, Neyah, I really needed to know. I don't know. Well, I'm telling you, your manifestation is gonna come true. I mean, we can stay here for hours if you want me to, and I can pull cards forever, but at the end of the day, if you're not confident about the fact that it's coming, you're only delaying it to come. Be confident, it's coming, and just allow the miracle to happen, because to me, this seems like a really freaking awesome miracle and you deserve it, okay? For private reading, the link is down below. I hope this reading resonated, made sense, and I'm gonna move ahead for those of you guys who choose pile number 3. Bye. What's up, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So let's figure it out together, what you want to know, whether or not your manifestation is going to come true. Now, you choose the beautiful €1. I don't know why, but I love the way that €1 is. Like, I just love it. It looks like gold. I love it. So it could be about money that you are inquiring about, or it could be that, like, number 1, it's about leadership. And we have a tree at the bottom, like on the other side of the coin. So it could be about like expanding and moving forward and just manifesting new opportunities. But we're going to see the oracles in a second. Stick around, please. I'm going to shuffle the cards just to see your energy. And then we are going to use the clarifiers and the witch's runes as well. So think about your questions again, your manifestation. Give me some of your energy. Wow, Ace of Cups Chariot card. We like that. We like that. So let's see what's this manifestation all about. What this manifestation is all about, Spirit, what they need to know right now, and what's their energy, what they're up to. Oh God, I have a card over here. And it was the card of the Hermit. Maybe you feel alone. I was seeing number 4, and number 4 is about houses, it's about solid foundation. Maybe you have been working a lot for something and it didn't manifest yet, and the situation is going quite slow. You have recently either enter or exit a dark night of the soul. Spirit is trying to tell you to be much more gentle with yourself. You're doing great. Just keep on moving forward. I know it's been hard. I know, Spirit is saying. We're seeing you crying. We're seeing you. But trust us, it's going to be fine. It's going to be marvelous, Spirit is saying. I love that. Thank you, Spirit, for that unexpected channeling right there. So I'm also seeing number 7. And this number 7, Spirit is saying, is for people who are interested in inquiring about love. So your number of this couple is number 7. So if you're seeing 7 before seeing this person, blessings from the angels, from God. Nice. Or if you're atheist, from the universe. Ace of Wands, passion. And the Ace of Wands is typically a yes. So we could assume that your manifestation is coming, or your manifestation is in regards to something that truly makes you so passionate and gives you even inspiration, like creativity. But let's figure it out better. What else, Spirit, do we need to know about pile number 3, manifestation? What else? Is this really a yes? What is it? Interesting. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Aries. Knight of Swords, it's like really, really promising. It is about communication. It is about people that are athletic. It is about really fast moving forward things. It is about manifestation that come rapidly. And this manifestation, Page of Cups, you only have upright cards. The Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio could be about a love offer. Now, if it is about love with the Page, it's a sweet offer. This person might not be the most mature person in the planet, but they're sweet. They're sweet, they're kind, they're interested. They want to rush and communicate to you. With the Page of Cups, they could be really weird. Like, they could be someone non-conventional, kind of a weirdo, but in a very sweet way. They have a very sweet, gentle side. Hermit card at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Whatever situation you might be dealing with, now you feel alone. This is the overall energy of the bottom of the deck. So that tells me like where you are. You feel stuck. 4 of Pentacles. You feel alone. You feel in the dark. Not even left in the dark. You just feel in the dark. And she's like, thank you, Neyah. That's great, right? I'm just saying. 3 of Swords, you feel heartbroken. You feel separate from your purpose, from your abundance, from love, whatever it could be. 5 of Wands, because maybe you have competition. Maybe you have argued with an individual. And this has hit you really, really bad. To the point where you don't want to go out and you just want to retreat. Retreat is not a bad thing, but you know, the Hermit teaches us that at the end of the tunnel, there is always the light. So keep that in mind. Now, let's clarify these cards in order to understand better what the Ace of Wands is referring to, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Cups, and then we can give better answers to the cards. So let's see, clarifier with the After Tarot of what will happen, whether or not this manifestation is going to come true, and especially what it's all about. Ace of Wands, clarifier, please, Spirit. King of Cups. It was coming in the reversed. So, like I said, this could be about a healing that you want to happen. Now, it could be a personal healing, or it could be about healing a relationship. This pile gives me heavenly the vibes of love and relationship. Ace of Swords doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be that you want to manifest something different. So, doesn't matter. Just take the answer, whether it's yes or no. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. So with the King of Cups, like I said, if we're talking about a specific individual, it's the king in the reverse. So this person is not the most mature individual on this planet. They are working towards becoming the King of Cups. They are super sensitive, overly sensitive. So if there was an argument, it hit them really bad. And so they might have like hurt you really bad. If they did, they will come up with an apology, but it will be something like not a very serious apology, like almost like pretending nothing happened, but maybe the offer will be sweet, and so it will be the manifestation that you want. If we're talking about a career, it's definitely something that has to do with art, that has to do with maybe your voice, that has to do with sensitivity. I feel that if we are really talking about art, we are talking about the artist. You, pile number 3, are the artist. So, I mean, Ace of Wands, creativity, Knight of Swords, communication and Mercurian energy, so the throat chakra and the voice. And the Cups is all about sensitivity. At the very least, you could be counselors or healers. But in matters of career, you want a new beginning, and you feel that you are done waiting. The universe knows that you are done waiting, and that's why they are rushing in to deliver this manifestation for you. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. I always mix the cards. Why? What is this card that is mixed over here? 10 of Wands. Let it go. Let it go. Let go and you'll have it. You'll have it rapidly, by the way, with the Knight of Swords. Even if you are broken, even if you have lost a job, even if you think you have lost this person forever, or you'll never find love, whatever your situation may be, you'll have it. Keep just like banging this mantra in your head. I will have it. Comment down below, because I think that you're giving up on it, and the universe can feel this energy that you're giving up on it, that you really feel bad internally. And so the universe wants you to reinforce the fact that you will have it. You will have it. You will have it. You will have it. Say that in your mind and then let it go, of course. But say it a couple of times so you reinforce yourself. Because there's a lot of passion, yeah, but emotion, sensitivity. You could be also overly sensitive, dealing with an overly sensitive individual or an overly sensitive career. 3 of Cups, fun, celebration, rejoicing, being happy, jumping from happiness. You know, when you got a text message from a job or a career, like when I got a career that I wanted, like a job that I wanted, I was like jumping in bed like a crazy maniac. That's the kind of vibe that I'm feeling with the Knight of Swords. It's like, it's coming. It's coming. So you should feel eager and excited and like, yes, yes. I know you don't feel that way, but you should, because it's coming. Page of Cups clarifiers. Also could be with the 3 of Cups. Don't sit around at home crying, but go out with your friends, have fun, dance around in your room, watch movies that you like, get into that eager vibe. The Fool card, and I mean, new beginnings. There is the potential over here, and the After Tarot, it is about jumping without thinking, and he's smelling the roses. He's not even worried, not even 1 second about jumping into the situation. So if we're talking about love, this person, ooh, the World card at the bottom of the deck is an overall energy. I mean, can we get more beautiful than that? And the Ace of Cups, oh my God. This is beautiful. So if it is about love, you're dealing with an individual that will just come and sweep you by at your feet. Like they're coming rapidly. They're coming with love. They're coming with celebration. They want to have fun with you. Now, this is not the most committed energy in the world. It could be that you will have to be playful initially with this individual, but if you play your cards correctly, with the number 0, there could be the potential for something really, really beautiful, especially with the World card and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck as an overall energy. So don't get discouraged if the offer is not as serious initially, because I mean, the Cups is also feelings. If it is about career, it's gonna be good. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, it's rapidly coming into fruition, and you'll just have to jump for it, because the Fool is about jumping and smelling the roses. So the less you will be worried about this entire situation, and the more you will approach it with fun and lightheartedness, the better it will be. Let's see the oracles. We do have, if you believe, and helpful people. There might be that in the situation, you will be helped by either your angels and spirit guides, because they are seeing that you are giving up on it, like I said before. So they're sending help on your side. And also, what they're saying with these cards is you need to help yourself, pile number 3. You needed to snap back to the fact that you will have it. So you need to go back to that belief, strong belief system, because if you don't believe that it's going to happen, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. It has to be a co-creation with the universe. So on one side, They are helping you with signs and pick-a cards and things that can make you believe that it's going to happen. You need to reinforce your belief with that mantra that I told you before, I will have it. And also because they see how fragile you are right now, they will send you some help. And this could be like people entering your life, acquaintances giving you opportunities, friends just to have a dinner with the Three of Cups that raises your vibration. Like, I don't know what form of help is gonna come, but it's coming from certain people. It's like, it's help. It's help to make you realize that not all is lost and actually your manifestation is gonna come true. Then we do also have chaos and contrast. This card reminds me very much of your current situation. I mean, you could be feeling chaotic. You could be dealing with someone chaotic. You too could be chaotic. The job offering could be chaotic. The situation in the world right now is chaotic. However it is, you feel in chaos. You feel there is contrast. You feel rejected. That Three of Swords that we had before, you are losing hope that all is lost and this thing will never come true. But it's not true. I don't know what happened. This is number 33. It's a very complicated, I think, a chaotic energy, because if you're dealing with someone, this person is not the most mature one. So they are always scattered. They're always chaotic. That's up to you if you want to be with them. I'm not going to leave a judgment on that one. But, you know, that's what it is. If it is about job offerings, it's just because the energy, the situation as it is, it's chaotic. But, you know, you're learning from this. And what is it, Neyah, that I'm learning? You're learning that you got to trust in yourself. You got to believe that it's going to happen, and it will happen. You're learning strength right now. Strength doesn't rely on how much muscles you have in your body. Doesn't rely on, oh, I'm such an assertive person with others, and so I'm strong. I can be alone and I'm strong. No. None of that is true. Strength comes from spirit. Strength, real strength, it's about trusting that the universe has your back even when you do not see the manifestation coming. People are truly strong in the light of spirit. When you have faith in the universe, God, whatever shape or form you believe in source, you are a strong individual, because faith and devotion is true strength. And this is what you're learning right now. You're learning through the contrast and the chaos that you can be in the mix and in the middle of this chaos and still get your thing together and feel the light of spirit and knowing in your heart, no, I know, I believe that my dream, my manifestation is going to come, period. This is strength, okay? People want to call it delusional. It's not, it's strength. Because to believe the impossible, you got to be someone strong. Then in matters of relationship, I am seeing the past life relationship. So there you go. You have known each other before. So if this is very specific for some of you, you have been inquiring, why do I feel pulled by this person? Is this person going to come back? Because this could be also a card of an ex, not necessarily about past life, especially if you don't believe in past life, or someone that you just feel connected to. You could dream about this person with the Fool, and this person feels the connection as well on a certain level. There is a lot of chaos if we're talking about a relationship, because there is karma that needs to be resolved between you two with this past life thing. And but you have known each other before and you know about it. So I need to clarify better this one. Then we also have the entanglement. Wow, this is a very sensual card, for not saying another word. And it is about entangling with someone. Now, the phenomenon of entanglement is actually a quantum phenomenon. Now, if you guys are not bored, I'll tell you, okay? So the entanglement phenomenon means that when a bond is established, it echoes through eternity. So for the theory of entanglement, if two particles, so quantum particles, are created together and then they get separated, they telepathically communicate with each other and they will always belong to each other. They will always know what is going on because they are entangled. And so nothing in the universe is a coincidence. So if we're talking about a career or something that you want to do, whatever manifestation, what Spirit is trying to tell you with this entanglement card is that it's meant to be for you. So what it's meant to be for you will always be for you. So you don't even need to put the effort, okay? Then if it is about a relationship, it tells you that you guys are so connected. You are entangled. Like you are a part of each other's soul. Or you have a soul bond. And so you dream about each other. There is no chance that this person is not going to come to you. Okay? So fit the message where it needs to fit. Then we also have safe home. Maybe like, this is very much what I was saying at the beginning, pile number 3. It is about number 4. It's about home. Maybe you want to manifest a new home, and that's a yes for some of you, very specific. For some others of you, if it is about a relationship, they perceive you to be their safe harbor, their safe home. Maybe they love being around you when you are at home. Or maybe you find home within yourself. So because finding a soulmate, it's like finding the place where you belong in a relationship. But whatever it is, also with the card of safe home, this reminds me of like past lives in England or in England, the Celts. It just reminds me of that. And for some of you, very specific. With safe home also, it's kind of like the universe tell you, sweetheart, you're safe. This is a yes. So you will have that manifestation. Don't worry about it. I cast this circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. So safety now, it's beyond doubt, tells me again, there is no shadow of a doubt that your manifestation is going to come true. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what you asked for. Okay, now let's get some clarifiers for love, since we only had the past life relationship, and some of you guys always ask me about love, especially in private readings. So let me know in the comment section if you want more specific pico cards about love. I would love to do that, so just let me know. Let's see. What about this manifestation in regards to love? Pay attention to the red flags. And this is very interesting because it is the chaos and the contrast. That it's something that you need to understand about what is going on in the present moment if it is about a relationship. If you're dealing with an individual, it is about like this person is living in chaos right now. And so you need to pay attention to what is going on. You might think that perhaps the situation is not manifesting, or they're not coming to you with a solid offer because they're mean or they don't want you or things like that. It's not like that. It's because they can't, because they are in the middle of a chaos right now. But you guys are nevertheless in connection together. So let's get another clarifiers about that. The signs are cautioning you. There is something up. But, you know, that's another pico card altogether. But, you know, but is their manifestation in love going to come true? The children. There might be children involved for some of you. Or, like I said, this person might not be the most mature person in the planet. So you need to be patient. But, I mean, the children card, is this manifestation going to come? Romantic feelings, yes, because they have feelings for you. It's like I said, it's just that they're not as mature maybe as you are. And so the way they're going to come is all chaotic. It's all up in the air. Unfortunate as it is, this is what I'm seeing. So let me get a witch rune for you, my love. So we see your symbols and what Spirit wants you to know. These are the witches runes. I don't know if you guys know them. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I'm going to show you. The witches runes. I'm obsessed with them, literally. So let's see. I've used them even in my private readings. Let's see, what is your symbol? What do you need to know about your manifestation? Pile number 3. Don't worry about it. You're safe. It's gonna come. Even if it's the situation, this person, whatever, it's chaotic. Don't worry about it. Spirit is sending help. So you don't have to do anything. The situation will work out. Let's see. Okay. So this symbol, it's really about the, I feel it's Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. It's about the divine masculine. So you could be dealing with your divine masculine or something that you perceive as that. And, but like I said, it's not really pointed as the divine masculine should be. So like I said, it's almost there, but it's almost like I feel the vibe that it's not coming because there is some sort of imbalances, but they are working on it. Like, you don't have to do anything. They are helping the situation out. They, I mean, spirit, you know, spirit guides and angels. Let me get another symbol, list other two. I knew this one would have come out. I knew it. Like, I was watching it over here. I knew it. I'm sorry about that. So this is the, see how chaotic I'm getting by reading this energy? This is the eye. Now, this is the eye of God, the eye of the universe, the eye of source. So divine intervention is occurring for you. This is about having clarity, seeing the truth. And in fact, we do have pay attention to the red flags. So you might not know every detail of the situation because it's not clear at this time, but very soon the situation will come to the surface and you will know the truth about the situation that you are inquiring about. This is about concentrating yourself on your ending goal. And this is about psychic abilities as well. Now, it could be that, like I said, if this is a relationship, you guys are both psychic and you dream about each other, there is this entanglement going on. So you have to know within your heart that your manifestation is going to come. You have to see it through the mind, through your third eye, okay? Trayambakam. And with this eye also, it could be that people are watching you, or this person is watching you, or like I said, if it is career or more life related, this manifestation, they are helping you out. Spirit is watching you, is helping you out, because the situation cannot be adjusted or controlled by you. Let's see another witch rune. They told me to take a bunch, like what? Take a bunch and then pick this one. Okay. Ah, the star. I love it. It's gonna come. Your manifestation is gonna come and it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big, big, big with the star card because it's meant to be. It's fated. It's fated to happen, is in your destiny, and there is no shadow of a doubt that you have been helped by higher forces. Whatever it is that you believe in, it's higher forces. I mean, with the star card, it talks about going beyond what you want and what is visible to see the truth about someone. And also it is about inspiration and being yourself and accepting yourself. And it is about freedom. So I mean, this could be very specific messages for some of you, but there is a certain level of imbalance that it's getting fixed for you guys. And as soon as you're going to be proud of who you are, which could resonate on multiple levels for many of you, what you want will come true, wish fulfillment, the star, because it's meant to happen. But it will only happen when you feel free and you feel absolutely authentic to yourself. Okay? So this is what I see for you, my loves. I hope the reading resonated with you and makes sense. I'm so happy that your manifestation is going to come true. For private reading, the link is down below. And I'll see you guys later in another of my pick a card readings. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I'll see you next week in another of my pick a card. Subscribe, hit that ring bell button so you always get notified about the videos that I post. For spiritual content and law of attraction content, you can check out my new channel, Aradia Alchemy. I post often over there as well, and my Patreon for further pick a cards and zodiac predictions. And keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bye.